welcome to another video. So this is something, if you've been watching the layout videos, you'll know that I've been really interested in getting a shuttle system put in on the layout at the front to simulate the old Southsea East station that used to run from Fratton all the way to Southsea East and back, and it was basically a failed branch line. But I've seen a few videos on people using this block signalling system, and I wanted to give it a go. So the things that you need for this are the block signalling system. There's several different ones available. This is, I believe, the newest one where you don't need to install diodes, and you can, in the fancy side of it, start messing with the acceleration and stuff as well. Here's the little bit of paper that comes with it, with a brief diagram of how to install. You need a 12-volt DC power pack, which is this little bit here, and you need wires. And apart from track with a train to run on, that seems to be the only thing that you need. So this cost me $25 off eBay. This cost me £10 off Amazon. That was the cheapest one I could find. And then all the cables are stuff that I've got. Now, taking a look at the diagram, basically you have 4 wires coming out of the unit. You have one that goes to the far west of your layout, and then just to the right of that is a track brake. Then you have your normal feed that goes to the centre of the forward part of the track. Then you have another part that goes on the east end, followed by a track brake, and then you also have your back part of the track that's powered. So it looks quite simple. I'm going to do a time lapse on installing this, and then hopefully there'll be some shots of it running at the end. Okay, so a little update after that time lapse. You may have realised that my soldering is absolutely abysmal, especially when it's to track. So via the instructions for the shuttle system, I've got a cable on this side of the track, and I've put a cable on the other side of the track, and then all the way down at the bottom down there's a cable, and then all the way, sorry, trying to go slowly, all the way down here there's a cable down there. Now my plan is for this section to sort of end here with a scenic break, and then this entire section will be hidden. But what I do need to do is I need to cut a section of track somewhere on this side of this one up here, and then I also need to do the same at the other end, and then what that will do is that will hopefully signify to the shuttle system that it's crossed the threshold. So that's my next thing. I'm going to cut that. Okay, so we've got cables down here. We've got the cable coming from the west side, you've got this cable coming from the east side, and then you've got the 2 positive and negatives here. Here is the shuttle system. It's going to focus. Come on. Sort yourself out in a second. So, based on the diagram on here, so the black at the back will be the far right terminal, then the east end will be the next one, then the red at the front will be that terminal on the second to left, and then the far left one will be the west end track. So I'm going to try and get that hooked up now. Okay, so now the moment of truth. I've hooked up the shuttle system here, and I'm about to plug in the 12-volt plug. Please don't blow up. Okay, right. So it's currently telling the loco that it needs to go forward. That's what the flashing light is anyway. So I'm expecting that it's gonna go in a second. I mean, it's on the tracks. Unless I've done something. Oh! Hold up. It moved. I'll be back in a second. So I'm actually recording this bit on my phone, basically. I wanted to quickly get this whilst I was up here. It's a couple of days later from the last clip. I had a few teething issues getting the circuit to do what I needed it to do. The good news is I've got it working with the desired train that's going on this part of the layout anyway. As you can see, it's just going off now. Once again, apologies for the mess. I'm always doing stuff. So the bubble car goes off there, and it will hold for a little bit, and it will do its thing. I've managed to get it at an alright speed. It's not too fast, but it's also not to the point where it takes forever to actually go around. So this is the chip going off at the moment. So at the moment it knows that it's stationary. It knows it's gone past the point, hence why it's flashing slowly on the forward. In a second it will ping over. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So it pings over now to the reverse function, and what will happen? The bubble car comes off. Goes around here. Goes off down towards the station. Now it's a very sudden stop, I'm aware of that. But I'm happy that I've managed to get it working at least. So the thing that I struggled with is, whilst I was trying to get this to work, I was trying different things. So one of the trains that I wanted to be able to swap in and out was my Class 117, and because I've got quite a few of them now, I wanted to be able to have some running off in the various directions. Sorry, doorbell went there. And I had to run down the loft and to the front door. So I don't know why, it looks like the lighting's amazing up here. It's not. That's next on my list. I've got this old desk light that I used to use for painting up here at the moment as like some additional light. I don't know if it's because the back scene is adding a bit of light, or it's the camera on my new phone. But anyway, yeah, I tried lots of different locos on this, and with varying success. Now, this 117 in particular runs absolutely perfectly on my normal line, no problems with it whatsoever. But when I put it on here, it would stutter, it would not go the full length, and then it would return again and go back. And the only other loco, other than the bubble car, that actually didn't have any problems was this little Hornby Percy. So yeah, I tried several locos, and the small Thomas Percy, or Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends Percy, the green engine, and the bubble car are the only ones that seem to have worked well. Once again, this Class 50 on my normal layout part, it works absolutely fine, no problems whatsoever. It doesn't stutter, it just goes around as normal. I've got a couple of other locos that I tried, but yeah, the bubble car and the Percy are the only ones that seem to not have any problems on it. Go from one end to the other, no issues. One thing like I did have with this Class 50 was that it would go along the track sometimes, but it wouldn't do the full length, and it would stop and then do the return. So I don't know what's going on there. I might have to message Blocksignalling and just sort of try and find out if it's like a problem that they're aware of, or whether it's something I'm doing wrong. But the locomotive, the bubble car that you see before you now, that I wanted to work on it, is currently working on it. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with what's going on there. So yeah, that's a little update to how this has worked. I'm happy with it. Yeah, it's a nice little piece of kit. It's something different, and I've got now another line effectively that I don't have to worry about controlling, so I can have that one going at the same time as running the 2 outward lines, and then eventually I'll be able to start maybe doing some shunting or just moving in and out of these sidings here. So yeah, there's room now, like, to be able to have several things running whilst also doing individual things. So I'm happy with that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative to you, to show that it maybe not as easy as you sometimes think. My problem here has been the soldering, trying to solder to the tracks. For some reason I just couldn't do it, and that was the part that got me the most frustrated, because even you trying to heat shrink and stuff like that, I still managed to melt some of the sleepers. Luckily it's the off-scene sleepers. So yeah, thanks very much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave a comment down below if you've got anything that you want to chime in about and what you think about this. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. I've been Sam at Emperor's Path. Thanks very much.